Stabby B. Okay, Stabby. Just to make I try get some one or two trades now. Some trades today in my zone. So let's see if we can get in on one or two. Let's see if we can capture a trade. Right. Right. I don't push. You are what? Abusive way. It's not. That's good. Felt good. Felt good. This shy and they try. Why you going to run? Okay. So let's see what we can get from here. I have two trades that are in zones right now. The V75 and the V75 1S. So let's see how that will be. So the V75 1S flip camera. The V75 1X is at where I would call the final liquidity if a zone is to be respected. Like this is the last leg that you can ever get. This is on the 5 minute time frame. So I am thinking of looking for a buy. Mind you, this is still in a very, very downtrend. You're only taking this trade should there be a possibility for a fight back. All right, any last reaction before break of structure, or you never can tell. It might be the origin of a new structure and all that. So even though I've been selling this pair for a long time now, I would like to take a chance on a buy at this level. This level that it is right now. So that's why when the market is at this zone, I quickly like started looking for an opportunity to make an entry, and now it seems like the opportunity might present himself soon. All right, the opportunity might present itself soon, so we'll see how that is going to go. I'm just paying attention to what is happening inside that zone now. So far I get any convincing you know serious push above any structure, I'll start looking for a way to get in. So this is V75 1S. Let me quickly put my phone on the tripod again. Yeah, I just set up. I think that's just about it. So far so good. This is the lesson you learn from, waiting for confirmation. If you don't get a good confirmation, even though a trade is in your zone, even though it's trading within your, entry point, if you don't get a good confirmation, it is never, you know, there's never a good reason why you should enter too early. You have to wait for that confirmation to know that, okay, the market is even going to respect your zone. Because remember, the structure that you are following that is making you look for a trade there was the past structure. When the market is coming to your zone, it is coming with a new structure. That structure will either respect or disobey the previous structure. So the only thing that will give you an entry opportunity is when you start seeing failure in the incoming structure. So if it is coming like this, you need to see some type of serious break of structure to the upside like this, signifying a new structure beginning, because this is what you start seeing. Instead of this pressure going downward, you start seeing the pressure going upwards. That is when you get involved in a trade. All right, you can be watching an entire zone, and you just use that to avoid losses. You understand? Yo, Asaz, good evening. So, if I understand your question correctly, you said you thought the M5 need to have a shift to the upside first before the M1. Is that what you're asking? But I thought that M5 have to shift to the upside first before looking for a shift on the M1. It all begins on the M1. All right, really, it all has to begin on the M1 because the M1 will definitely form before the M5 will form, right? So, for example, if this shift is going to happen, first of all, you start seeing a shift on the M1, just like you are seeing here. Look, I'm on the M1 right now. All right, so if I compress it a little bit, you see that There is a structure there, all right. Then there is a break of structure. This one broke here, so you can see a structure being followed internally, all right. Sorry. And then this one got broken somewhere around here, all right. Anyone that is internal, like this one and this one, they are the same, all right. So this one got broken somewhere around here with this one. But then the most important thing is you start seeing the shift on the inside from the 1 minute time frame. You notice that the moment this one went above this one, it started pushing up. All right. So now it is coming, but that is not confirmation enough for you because all these ones are internal. When you start looking at the external, which is like 5 minute time frame, all this one is just like a sign of change. All right, but it is still inside the 5 minute time frame. So what you just do is just to exercise some patience and wait till you see something like external one getting broken here. All right, so if it goes above this one is the first sign. If it goes above this one, it's like a stronger confirmation telling you that these buyers are really strong or they really mean business. Okay, so, but when you don't see that and you just follow the 1 minute time frame, this might give you a quick and a precise entry. For example, if you enter with the 1 minute time frame confirmation, you could use this as a very precise entry. The problem with that is you get to risk a lot of losses because, as precise as they may come, it comes with the risk of something like this happening. But if you use the 5 minute time frame, you might risk having a larger stop loss or a larger SL to manage. But then it comes with better confirmation. All right, so those are the two differences. So for me, I would like to see it happen on a larger time frame, like let's say 5 minutes, sometimes even 15 minutes, depending on the time frame that I did the analysis on. So if I do an analysis on the 15-minute time frame and the market is reacting from my 15-minute zone, I would like to see a change of character on the or like a physical change of character on the 15 minute before I start thinking of buys. So now that this has been violated, buys becomes invalid. All right, and we extend out our fixed prediction for a sell. Right, the last zone that liquidity was left behind, you extend that to the right because eventually that should get respected. Thank you, sir. Very clear. All right, you're welcome. Okay, so I guess this 75 1S is not ready because we cannot decide what to do with it yet. But this is coming. This is coming. Let's see what it's going to do on the inside of this. I'll be ready to take a trade here. So I'll be checking now on my phone what my risk will be and how much I should be ready to risk on that pair. So I go to V75 index, sharp. Uh, this is Ooh, it's a very, very low leverage pair. Oh, oh, okay. Okay. Nice. All right, so V. 75 index, the lowest lot size is 0.01, 0.001. So it's a very high leveraged pair. All right. With my settings, I can see that with 0.001. All right, let me show you. So with 0.001, with my settings, you will be losing 0.26 dollar per position, right? With 0.001, you'll be losing 0.26 dollar per position. So if you have like a $10 account, just like the one we have here, you know, $8 or something. Let's say you want to risk two, $3 or $5 out of this. Let's say you want to risk two, $3 or $5 out of this. What you just need to do is to enter a couple of that 0.001 position, knowing that one of them is risking like 0.25. I can open 10 position and still be risking like $2.58 out of this account. And we're going to be doing that like live if this trade comes to where we want to enter. So it's a way of saying you are taking risk, but you are still taking it smartly. All right, we'll see how that goes when the market comes there. But I've just told you what the SL and stop loss is going to be. The SL is going to be above this level, above this area. Stop loss is going to be the entry is going to be around anything above this level, but with confirmation. All right, it's only when I start entering, okay, that you enter, because I'm going to look for like a candlestick confirmation before entering. All right, but just know that one of that position is going to be risking like 0.3 cents out of your dollar account. So know how much you're risking. Unavailable. What's up, bro? What's going on? What's going on? Let's do some volatility trades today. How about that? Some volatility trades is in order. Let's try and flip some accounts. It's been a while since we've done that. Is that you manage so many pairs all at once? Did you make use of alerts? Hey, how do I manage so many pairs all at once? Okay, for me, any pair that I look into and the structure is looking good, I don't really need to have every information about the pair in my memory. I just need to annotate all my drawings to make them, remember me each time that I look at the pair. So, for example, you see all these boxes that I'm drawing around my analysis, all these things. All right. Sometimes you might even see me drop a note like this, and I might either make a drawing like this around this side, pointing down. Sometimes I might add something like this to a place, like you know, I might write something on that pair just to give me a reminder of what I was thinking when I was doing the analysis. All right. So every analysis remains active until it's either violated or you know it gives me a trade. So for example, I've been following this trade and this is what I think is going to happen next. All right. So I think the market is going to come here and it's going to bend is going to give me a sign to enter, and that's why I'm waiting for a trade around this area. So now once I get this, I can move on to another pair because it's going to take like maybe the next. It might even take an hour before this market gets to this level. I don't need to be staying and wasting my time here. I can go and be looking at other pairs like let's say V75 1X, and on V75 1X I already have a story that I must have mapped out that is making me look for a trade on that particular pair. So, for example, you see all these boxes that you're seeing. If I zoom out or I zoom in, you can see that I have been following some certain things. This was the two trades that I analyzed like eight, is it days, like 4 days ago. This was the trade that I was on, and this was the projection that I had, right? So I will just be following the story that I have on my charts. The reason why I was looking for a buy here is because this is where I expected a buy from, but I was waiting for a confirmation and then I didn't get it. So to manage it is simple. Since I already have all that annotation of my charts and then I have labeled them correctly, or you know I have different signs representing different things. I don't really need to have all that information in my head. I just need to look at what I already have on the chart and I know where to continue from. So I can have analysis on like 7, 8, 10, 9 pairs, all right, at the same time. It doesn't really matter. If my pattern doesn't play out, I don't take a trade. So, you can trade only one. It's good because you're just like focusing on that one pair at that time, right? It's very good, but it doesn't mean you cannot trade more pairs. Me, you always notice that if I'm taking a trade, if I'm entering a trade, it's always one pair at a time. Like it's mostly one pair at a time. I'm focusing on one trade at a time, but I have analysis on different pairs, right? So that's how it is. Promise, good evening. How is BTC? I've not actually looked at BTC in a wow. Let's see. So BTC paper stone. No, 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 no. Let's do BTC Forex.com now. Fatesh, I see you. How your side? Let's delete this one. Let's add. Let's do that. Okay, so I'm changing the chart, the chart provider that I'm using. So I'm moving from Pepperstone to Forex.com. That's what I just did. So that any analysis I do now will now show up on this one. So you might not see any history on this, or maybe I should just quickly check what I had on the Pepperstone one. So BTC, let me see the Pepperstone one. The analysis that I had on that one will look like this. All right, so this is what I had on Pepperstone. This is what we have been doing on BTC so far. All right, and this is what I'm talking about. This is what I just explained a minute ago. You can see now that if not that I was about to do analysis on a different chart provider, just by looking at this alone, this has already given me like a sign, or it has already told me the story that I need to know where to start from. All right, you can see my chart now is like it's detailed. I have labeled them correctly, so if I just look at them, I just know what market has done and where it's going. All I just need to do is to zoom out and possibly change the time frame, maybe move to like the 4 hour to see, oh, where am I coming from, where am I going to, what part of this story am I at the moment. All right, you can see as I'm zooming out, I'm seeing the projection. I can go down to like the 4 hour now. All right, the more I zoom out, the more you see that I've been following this particular pair for a while. Okay, so where is the next target that I think the market is going? Of course, I'm thinking that it's coming to this area. It's coming for this. All right, this is how we are going. This is the projection of BTC for now until this trend is violated. All right. So we are looking to drive BTC down to this level, or at least above this liquidity. Right? It should come above this liquidity. It has already tested this one. That one has given us his own reaction. All right. This one has given us his own reaction. Okay. So the next place, the next structural zone will be this one, and it is playing around that point now. I think it might react from here. I think it might react from here, give us a little push, maybe to come here and take some liquidity before going upward. But we think that it's going to definitely keep going until it mitigates this guy, this boss. And that is because I'm looking at the 4 hour. All right. Looking at the 4 hour, I'm looking at the 4 hour, and I think the 4 hour is going down to that level, right? So having that in mind, I can now say, okay, what is the market doing in the present time? So I can go down to like the 15-minute time frame, and then take a look at what structure the market is at the current time. It is approaching this level, it is following this structure. The structure is yet to be broken. So all I just need to be waiting for is, pointing out all the strong lows. I will definitely will not be taking a buy, but I'll be looking at all the lows that should be respected. The moment one low is violated, so the moment I see something like this, I know that's a red flag for the buys, and then I start looking for myself because it is reacting to a zone. All right. But until that happen, I will just keep looking because it might continue going up. Now, if it continue going up and it breaks above this one, right? The moment it breaks above this one, I know that we are still heading upward. So I look for a pullback into this zone for a buy. All right. So these are like the three possible scenarios that are here. Is that this one react to here, fall back, give me a sign for a sell, or it breaks above, come back to give me a sign for a buy. Regardless, it is still maintaining one structure. I am late to the game, so I cannot do anything until it gives me a sign. So BTC, look for a short sell because it has been buying, but that sell is just like a retracement sell for another buy. It's in the buying market condition. All right. All right. V7, V15 1S. I think I have that in my that's V100. V15 1S. Okay. So let's see what V15 1S has been doing. Okay. From our favorite time frame, 15-minute time frame, what can we see so far? All right. So one, I can see that. All right. We're following a particular trend until the trend got broken here. So thank you. All right, it was following a particular trend until the trend broke here, and it went ahead to break more and more, you know, more and more structures to the downside. So I know that at some point the market will return back into somewhere around here. Okay, so I can extend that to the left. That this should be a target for somewhere or sometime in the future that the market is going to return back to that area. Now, if it is coming out, everything from here to here is held inside this one, right? So there is a break of the structure. The origin was here. All this is held inside, so it is seen as liquidity. All right, let's see. All those are seen as liquidity, meaning that I will be more interested in anything that comes from this low. right? I'll be more interested in anything that comes from this low. Now we have a structure that have just been broken, and that structure was reacting from a liquidity. Okay, so we're in the middle of nowhere, and what we can tell now is the last structural break is this one, right? And why is that important? It did not. Okay, take care of that before breaking structure to the downside. No, this is V151X. I know. I saw the V100 and I changed it. So let's see what happened here. Okay. Are we coming from the outside? No, we are still on the inside. So this should still be respected. This is liquidity zone. This is liquidity zone. This is coming from an outside point. Check us out everything else. Hmm? Car, that big car. Keys in my pocket. Okay, so I think from what we have been able to narrow down, our first area, since you have missed this one, since you have missed this point, if you were here, the trade that you should be in would be this one. All right, the trade that you should be in will be this one because this is the part of the story that you met the shard. But your target for that trade will definitely be this liquidity. And inside this liquidity, since it's reacting from a stronger low, you would want to see a change of character before you dip in for a sell. All right, no change of character, no trade. At least you definitely see a reaction to that side. All right, you see a reaction. If you end up pulling above this area, all right, you would expect a pullback for a continuation. So for V50 151X, this should be the next step in this particular move. This is what I think. But really, I think this one is still going to happen. So by the time the market gets into this area, if you see any of those indications on the 5 minute time frame, if you see any of those indications on the 5 minute time frame, we'll be taking a sell here. All right, we'll be taking a sell for V151X if we see any of these indications there. So unavailable. I hope that's clear. For those who are new to the channel, you guys are welcome. This is VFX Trades, sellers behind the cam, and I will be taking my trades live here on TikTok and on YouTube as well as Twitch. So on any of this channel, you can reach out. You can watch us trade live. I take my trades, my own account. I risk my money live. So it is only when you agree with the analysis or when it's in line with what you're looking for that you should copy the trades. No one is asking you for anything. No one is asking you for money. I don't even trade for people unless it is a deal. So do I do account management? Yes, I do. But that is only when you see me trade for a while and you feel like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. All right. So I encourage everyone to stick around for a while and see how our results turn out. Even if it's mentorship you are looking for, make sure you stick around for a while to see if I'm someone that you can learn from. All right. I don't encourage anyone to just meet the live stream and be like, hey, come and throw money at someone that you don't know if you can relate with. Learning is a relationship. You need to be in the same sync with whoever is teaching you before you can understand the person. All right. So make sure you can relate with someone before you pay them for mentorship or even account management or something. Make sure you understand or you have seen what the people or the person is doing before you can go in for account management and all things like that. So sir, I mistakenly said V15S as V100, but this one also part of my journey. But please V100. All right. So let's do V100. So right now I'm waiting for this thing to get to this level. If it gives me a signal, then I sell. Let's look at V100. And you're sure it's V100, right? Not V100S. Meanwhile, before I do that, please let me check my V75. V75 is still coming. Let me remove that. Still coming. I'm waiting for it to get there. All right. So now let's check V100. 15-minute time frame of V100. Of course, we can quickly say that. Uh-huh, uh, okay. So from here we can see that a high that violates a low has its own journey all the way to that level. And how do we know that? Because it was able to, violate this low. So break all that liquidity taken. All right. So from just this zoom out, this is what we can tell. Okay, and let's see if that is in line with a higher time frame objective. I go on to 30-minute time frame, and on the 30-minute time frame I see that that is also a violation because this was respecting, this is a structural zone. Okay. So this was violated, causing a change of character. And now, after that, you would expect that the market is going to pick up from here. So that's the mission. It has violated this low. But after the violation, you can see that it also did a change of character here now. Did a change of character here because this low printed all that, so it should be respected at least. They reacted to it and then it violated it. Nice. From there, we can say that for that, we'll be looking for a buy from this low. If the market ever comes back down to this area, because then this will be serving as liquidity. This will be serving as liquidity. This will be serving as change of character. Okay. And where should we expect a reaction from them? For this one, I will be expecting a reaction from here. Alright, I'll be expecting a reaction from here. That's the next structural high. So when it gets here, that's the closest point that I see. And then I can look to shoot for this one. Alright. So yep, that's possible. And on this level I can look to draw down for continuation. Okay, so from what I can see, this is the next gameplay. And if this does not work, then it could do this. Then we can look for a pullback. Of course, these are all the possibilities that I see on V100 next. And since this is the 30-minute time frame, we can comfortably go down to the 15-minute time frame now to be following that structure and be looking for that. All right. So since it is coming, you can see that it is coming with a structure. It is approaching one of our zones, right? It is approaching this one. All right. And remember, it is that zone that we are looking for a change of character for a sell. So when we see something like this on this zone, we'll be looking for a short. We'll be looking for a short around there, but only with a change of character. Only with a change of character. We'll be looking for a short here, and then depending on what happens here, if we get a change of character here, we'll look for a buy to continue with that. But if we break through it, we'll look for a sell. All right. So that's what we are looking for. To stay far from home. Right now, I think I wouldn't be. You can take a buy, but I would not be doing that because it is too exposed. I don't know where the stop loss would be. If I'm going for a buy here, I wouldn't know where to place the stop loss. So I will just leave it like that. But you can take a buy. A buy up to this level is still possible, and that is with 1 to 3 RR. But that buy is already even gone too. So I guess you just leave it. But don't be looking for a sell. Don't be thinking this is a change of character for a sell. No. Don't be looking at this as a change of character for a sell. Instead, be looking for buys until you get to that your zone or there is a serious break of structure or change of character before you do anything. GJ. Let's see what's going on GJ. So BTC is yet to do anything. BTC is yet to do anything. Let me see. It's still hanging on there. GJ. Let's see what GJ is doing. Guys, please let's not forget to like so that TikTok will not take us down. Please, 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 let's not forget to like. Mhm. All right, you guys remember how I said if there is a change of character in this zone, then you could look for a sell? Well, there was no sign for a sell at all, and the market just kept going. So if you took a buy, then you are in a good spot. But now the market is coming back. Where do we expect that the market will get to? All right, of course, the first zone that we'll be looking for is below this liquidity. All right, all that first liquidity there, you could use that. Direct entry, if you want to make like a limit entry, it will be down there. All right, this 15-minute time frame. If you are just going to risk it without waiting for confirmation, the best place to risk it or to set a limit at is this one, because it's like the final liquidity. This one here. Of course, this one is going to fake some people out, and I think it's going to be taken as liquidity. All right. So this is definitely going to be used as liquidity. Market is going to go below this one. It's going to give some people a fake out here. All right, give some people a fake out here, make them believe that it's going up, but then it's going to react somewhere here or maybe around here and still push back down. This is a possibility. I'm not saying it with I'm not saying that this must happen or that must happen. This is just what me I am projecting. All right. So let me delete some of these things because obviously we did not even take the trade. So this is a 15-minute time frame, and let's see. For now, this is what I think is going to happen, but it could also use this one as liquidity for us. So if you are taking a trade here, definitely your stop loss should guide any trade that you take within this region. Your stop loss should be able to cover the entire low. All right, entire low. But I think for GJ, this is where I will be interested in a buy, not this one. I'll be interested in a buy from here, not this one. And I can't be looking for a sell yet because there is no structure violation yet. It is still maintaining the structure. But if it does a pullback, if it does a pullback now, if it does a pullback into any of these things and it gives me a sign for a sell, I might continue with a sell. Like let's say I go on the 5 minute time frame. Let's look at this 5 minute time frame. If it gives me any reaction from here, um, okay, so this is the last one. If it gives me any reaction from here, I'll take a sell because that's still a good structure that is being followed. If you give me any sign here, I'll take a sell. But for now, I am really looking for a buy, and the place I think is best to look for a buy is all the way down here. But anything below this zone, anything below this liquidity is fine. Anything below this liquidity, just look for a change of character. Anything below this liquidity, look for a change of character, and then you buy. Anything below this liquidity is fine. But me, if I have to set limits, this is where I will set my limit at. Okay. If I have to set any limit, this is where I'll be setting my limit at, not anywhere around here. And for now, I just think you should just leave it and wait for it to go down. If you miss this sell, this one that happened, if you missed this sell that happened, then just wait for that buy. Right? If you miss this one, just wait for that buy. If you were here when this thing happened, probably would have taken this sell down to come and take this liquidity, right? But if you missed it, just wait for a sign to buy, but not here, not anywhere around here, not here. So that's for GJ V100. What could happen next? All right, there are a few possibilities. Regardless of whether we are looking for a buy, there's still this formation that is going on inside here. All right, this 5 minutes, right? My bad. So there's still this formation that is going on inside here. Okay. So if you are in a buy trade like this trade that you have here, if you're in a buy trade like this, and you are considering a sell, maybe because it is reacting to something, and because it's doing like it had an internal change of character. When there is an internal change of character, you will look to at least target the internal liquidity, which it has not done. All right. It has not moved down to this liquidity point. All right. So there is a possibility that it might get down there. Now, how do you take a trade with respect to that if that is a possibility? For me, I'll just go down to like the 1 minute time frame, and this is what I use for flips. Okay, go down to like the 1 minute time frame. I annotate the whatever it is that I think has happened. I label them correctly to see where there are violations and where I can continue from, where I can meet up with the story. So this is a violation. Why? Because it's a structural formation and it got violated, right? So now that there is a pullback, where is the limit to that pullback? Well, this is the first reaction to this zone. This is the second one. So anything from here to here is fine. If you wanted to take a trade with respect to that. Now, another thing that I would like to see, since we are trade, you will be looking for a trade against um since you'll be looking is this V101. Okay, this is V101X. All right. Wait, hold on. This one is one that I've been following for a while. Hold on. All right, let me see. There's a possibility for a trade here because there are like three liquidity points that I can see. One, and finally two. So let's see what those two are doing. Is reacting to this one now. I am expecting a change of character at any of these points. So it's reacting to this one now. Let's see if it can give me a change of character. If it gives a change of character, we'll go for a sell. Alright. If it gives a change of character, we'll go for a sell. But now it is still respecting. So let's just leave it. B100. So V100. What's so special about this pair that you have been shouting about? Let's see what's going on. Okay, very quickly we can see a break of structure to the upside coming from a reasonable low. Why? It's coming from a reasonable low. Why? Because it's a structural low. Right, so it reacted to that and then broke structure to the upside. So now I think that this should also be respected. Alright, I think that this also should be respected. After there is a breakout, this also should be respected. Okay, and the market is coming with this current structure. So from here we can see that there are two places or three places where you can expect a reaction from. That's one. And this is my bad. Right. In any of these places, you are looking for your change of character. Okay. So one, but it's closer to this one now, so you expect now and then. Okay, so In these zones, we can draw our lines out to see where we expect a change of character from. Alright. So first one is liquidity number one. So you can do direct entry there if you like. Liquidity number two, places where you can scale in. And finally, liquidity number three. So if I want to layer my trades here, I can start entering from here. 3 positions, 4 positions, 5 positions, like that. Right? Because this is like you are predicting what the market should do next. Is either you do that or you wait for a change of internal character. All right. And the way I do that is I go down to like the 5 minute time frame. All right, so I go down to the 5 minute time frame and I start looking at the structure that the market is coming with. You can see now that it is breaking out of this one, right? It's breaking out of this one. So I see that this is a structure that should be respected. Right? This structure is supposed to be respected because it is breaking out of this one. So for me to see a change of character, I would like to see that this trade that a seller would want to take will get violated first. All right, I would like to see this one get cancelled. All right, so when the market pulls back into this one, I would like to see it get damaged. All right, before I know that the low is going to take place. So if I want to take a trade, let's say I'm risking just say 1%, 2% of my account. First trade on this pair is still here. That's the first trade. The trade is valid until here. All right, it's valid until there. When it gets here, if it is pulling back, we like to see another change of character. So the first thing first, until this high is gone, sellers are still in control. All right, until this high is gone. So this is the protected high now. So the reason why I have this thing here is not because I'm taking a sell. I might take a sell if I see a good candle, but because it is already oversold, it's not a place where I should be looking for sales, right? So I might just leave out of this one. But just putting it there is to tell me that somewhere, somehow, the next trade would have been a sell. And since it is being violated, it means this internal structure is getting damaged. This structure that it is following is getting violated. So I just expect a break and then a retest. All right. So regardless, I think I will have a reaction inside of this zone. So the next trade is a sell, then a buy if it gives you a change of character. And that change of character comes from violating, a protected high. So let's wait. Let's see how this one is going to go. I hope that's clear, bro. So let's see. If you are here now, I wouldn't take a trade here. I'll rather wait to see what the market is doing. If it gives me one very reasonable candle or a change of character on the 1 minute or 5 minute here, then I will enter. But right now, the only thing that can verify a change of character is if it goes above here. So the next trade is still a sell. All right, it's still a sell until that high is violated. That's when you look for a buy. But this one will just help you to know what you are expecting and what next to do. You understand? It helps you to know what you are expecting and what next to do. That's why I keep drawing all these things on my pairs. So this is V100. Just like you said, it's very good. It's not noisy at all. The movements are straightforward, so we'll be looking into them too. What is BTC doing? Let's see what's BTC doing. Oh, oh. What is Bitcoin doing? Are you welcome, bro? So what is Bitcoin doing for starters? But then again, all that is posted inside this. You are welcome. You are welcome. And let's see. For there to be a change of character on BTC, you still have to go below this one. So we are very much in a buying market condition. Two places that you can look for a trade for from on BTC would be this one. Actually, off this light because it's a lot. Oh, much better. So two places that you can look for a trade from on BTC now, since there is a break of structure here, we're just going to be following the. Oh my God. We're just going to be following what we have. So there are two places I think market is going to react from here. All right, so it could come here and buy or violate this one, but then could buy from here. So that all these two first two trade, so that those two goes or it breaks this structure and then we'll start looking for a sell. Alright. So regardless, let's be seeing what is happening. There's a break above there. And internally, if we go
I
down
didn't get that. Could
hey,
you try again?
shut up. There's a break above this one there. Let's see if there's any internal formation that we can play with here. Let's see if there's any internal formation that we can play with here. It is yet to tap. Coming from the outside. Nah, this is still protected. Okay. Yep. Next step for BTC. What I think this is possible. As next step for BTC, I think this is possible. So let's see if we can catch some trades here. Bitcoin is on the move. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Lex, what's up? So V75 is still violating and just keep going. No signs, no signs, no signs. It's not giving. Alright, coming back for yep. We missed out. It's just going. So we just keep following. It gives us a sign. Alright, just keep following. Just missing one trade. This is how I have not been able to get back on this trade. All right, so I did the analysis and I missed the entry. I was not awake to make that entry there, and since then I've not been able to re-enter because it doesn't pull back as much as I want it to pull back. All right, a pullback for me should be like 50% of the movement. All right, so if I have a break of structure, I would like to see a 50% pullback before I try to make an entry. And unfortunately, it has not been pulling back enough. You can see how I used to follow the market. All right, so if there's a break of structure, the pullback should happen to at least a 50% of that particular break of structure. But so far, it has not been doing that. It has just been going downward, downward, downward. So I don't know. I'm still going to be looking for that pullbacks at every reasonable regions. But yeah, so I stopped there. There's this one still waiting. So I like to see a pullback into this zone. Delete some of this. So this one is liquidity. Go back into this zone. Go back into this zone. So these are my expectations, and all of them has to come with you know confirmation. They all have to come with confirmation. It has to be a confirmation entry. So these are the things that I will be expecting on any of these places. So up next, up next is V10. So for V10, okay, yep. The last time we talked about V10, 1S, we're looking at these lows for possibility of entry. Actually, let me take out this whole drawings. Let me redo the V10 one. It's been a while. So let's see what the market is giving us. On the 15-minute time frame, we have that, moves above that area. So you expected this low to be taken, but then it got violated. And after evaluation, you look into the zone and you look for the final liquidity. All right, so let's take it from here to here now. We're looking at that when the market moves back into that area for a continuation for itself. All right, why? Because this low was validated. This low should have been respected, but it wasn't. It wasn't. All right, so change of character there. And now, after that was done, we saw that he did all this and it's pulling back up. Okay, so what's the structural break of structure that I can see here? This one. This was the last structure that was formed, and then the market went above it again. This is a violation. Okay, so I can simply be looking for a pullback into this one. Guys, let's not forget to like. If you are enjoying the section, please do well to like, so that I will be encouraged to always come here and give you guys this free service that I'm offering. Okay, no one wants to see a live section that is boring. And you guys should follow me. When I follow me relate now, I mean my English too much. What's the happen? Now follow me here now. I just did. Only few people they talk. Every other person just did it. They chop free food. Thank you so much. Alright, so let's wait for a pullback into the zone. But while we are looking for that, we should also see that there is a possibility here. Why? Because take care of this business before going. So, alright, take care of that business before going. So there's a possibility here, and there's a possibility here. The two places. So for now, all I'll be looking for is a pullback into this one, and a push. Overall target for that will be set at this. Of course, we'll be targeting a 1 to 3, but overall target will be that. Oh, this. These are possibilities. Please feel free to ask your questions. If you see anything that I'm doing that you don't understand, feel free to indicate so that I can explain to you. All right? It is only with questions that I can explain better. So feel free to ask your questions. That's what we are here for. And don't forget to like. So next thing I can see here is this one. Push back into the zone and look for a buy. That's the next. And for that to happen, I see zones where Don't trade that, bro. I don't trade GR40. Well, I'll take a look at it for you if you want. But I don't trade GR40. It's not a pair I'm interested in. So we have some long way to go for with these sales on um, V75. Still have a while, still have a long way to go. So we're looking for this around there, and it is way too far from a sell, so it has to do something. All the pairs are just either too far or we have missed. So let's just keep looking. Uh, we just missed this one again, huh? No, not yet. This is good news. Okay, finally we're seeing that change of character now on this pair. It's 5 minute time frame, so I'll be looking to take a shot if the market pulls back into this. I'll be looking to take a shot if it pulls back for V101S. I'll be looking to take a shot. So now I'll just wait for that pullback. For V101S, I'll be looking to take a shot. And there's a pullback. This is the only one that is giving confirmation for now. So let's see which one happens first. I might be entering a trade very, very soon. See, bro, it's coming close, but it's not yet there. I'd like it to go above that liquidity before I enter. It's very close, but not yet there. It is close, but not yet there. Still respecting what wants to respect. It's close, but not yet there. This 75 close, but not yet there. Available. So checking on the 1 hour time frame, that will even make it more that I must wait for that second liquidity to be taken, or there should be a change of character. All right, looking at this one hour time frame, you can see how it tried to go up from here, but it is failing. So what I think is going to do it is going to push the market back here, but it's still going to fail, and it's going to come down for this liquidity or somewhere inside deeper in this low, just the way it did here. You can see how it rejected before and then it came back lower. So that is what I will be looking to see. I will look for it to at least get I'll look for it to at least get below this um, candle, or at least above, like the flat zone there, the support level there. Let me think whether I can go immediately. Go immediately. Go immediately.
Why Jackson?
Trades never near.
Anybody. Nobody say you see trade and you make you go up.
You see,
Nobody say you see trade and make you come down.
yeah, but the trade never. Well, that's the like for you too.
Oh, you two people. Oh, sorry. My bad. Oh, serious. I should do that.
Try to go.
To the tick less.
So unavailable. Sorry, I don't know. Um, I guess it's because there was not too much activity again. So it went down. But since I was explaining something for you before, I wanted to quickly finish up with that just so I don't end the live section, right? So I still think it's going to go down, bro. From what I can see here, I still think it's going to go down. And I think the next trade after this is still a sell, all right, until I get to this zone. I still think it might go down unless it goes and break above this one. All right. So even on that 1 hour, I saw the 1 hour candles, and I'm not convinced that it's about to buy. I'm convinced that it's about to sell. All right. I think it's still going to go down. So if I'm going to do anything, it's still going to be a sell. Okay. So we're expecting a sell on uh 1x, V V100 1x. We're expecting a sell. I think this is our opportunity to make an entry. I'll be making one position entry now on V100 1s. So let's see what the market has done there. Looking at the 15-minute time frame on my phone, I still have about 9 minutes for that to open. If you go on the 15-minute time frame here, you see that it still have about 9 minutes to break out. Alright, we just have the 5 minutes to work with. And looking at the 1 minute, okay, we can see that character formation changing there, right? So I will go in for, oh boy. So I just discovered that it's a high leverage pair. I'm looking for the minimum amount to use if I was going to take a trade. And I'm checking now that it is a very, very expensive pair to trade. So V100 1x is a very expensive pair to trade, especially if you are trading with a low account. So the minimum lot size, a trade with the minimum lot size on this pair will cost you $5. Right? So a trade with the minimum lot size on this pair right now will cost you $5. So if you are going to be taking a trade there, just know that it's going to cost you some. But since it is still breaking structure to the upside, let's see if we can wait for a better confirmation. Since it's a high leverage pair, remember that liquidity is still all the way up there. So let's see if you can get in on that level with that minimum and see. So let's go, let's wait for it. Okay, sorry, my bad. For this area that we are looking at, for this zone that we are looking at, it's not 3, it is 0.65. So my bad. I was looking on the 15-minute time frame and I was looking to cover the entire zone, not this one. So I was wondering why it was that large. Alright, so we are trading with respect to this formation. So we are not looking at the external formation right now. So let's see if we can get any sign of a change of character here and we can load in some trades to see. So the moment it touches here, I'm going to enter my first direct entry trades, knowing fully well that the stop loss is going to be above here. But I'd like to see a red candle before I do that. Alright, so within that space that we are looking to target, within that space, you can see that if you make an entry within that space, it's going to cost you one position is going to cost you $1, around $1. So if you're going to be risking, let's say, $100, you know how to scale up your position. So now it is tapping inside the zone. All right. I will either wait to see that red candle. All right. You can see that that candle is very bold. So that's a signal to not enter when you're trying to flip. That's a signal to not enter. You can see that the candle is inside, but the candles are very very bold. But I've just done this visual representation to show me how how much is going to cost per one position. So now I know how many positions I can enter on this particular pair. So let's see if we can get a red candle within that zone. So it is tapping into there. So that's my first sign. I am planning to risk about $4 on that particular on this particular trade. So let's see. First sign, first red candle, closing now. So I make my entry. I went in with 4 positions. As you can see, 4 position on that pair. Little account, 4 positions. Let's see what we get. So I made my entry here. 4 position is going to cost me per one position is going to cost me let's see. A single position is going to cost me 0.6, 0.7, 0.6. So 4 positions will still be under $4. All right. So that's half of the money in the account. That's what I'm risking within this zone. So let's see what is going to happen. Alright, so let's see. This is when I start preparing to give out the signal because the first confirmation will be the break of that particular candle. Alright. So at the end of the day, after watching for a while, this is the high that we finally took our positions with. Alright. This is the high that we finally took our positions with. We'll be looking for a way to drop the signal right now. So first target is going to be this low. All right, depending on when anyone is entering, first target is going to be this low. So let me quickly give out that signal. So let's see, 5 minutes time frame. I'm just waiting for it to give me that full confirmation so I can post the signal. P100S. So, so TP. I'm still in the trade. Still in the trade. I'm giving out the signal on the platforms now. Check the Telegram channel. I can't give out numbers the um on the TikTok. I can't give out numbers. Check the Telegram channel. Check the Telegram channel. I just gave out the details on the Telegram channel. So I think we should be looking good right now. I think we should be like a 1 to 1. Okay, almost at a 1 to 1. So I should be. Check the Telegram channel. You see the TP, but you can do the same analysis. This is a 1 minute time frame. So our TP is on the 5 minute time frame. First target is going to be, we are looking for a break of this structure here. If we are able to get it, we are looking for a break of this structure to the down. So first target should be around that level. You can project it on your own screen, all right, to see what number it is if you are not in the Telegram channel. And if you are looking for the oh yeah, 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 I think I've not posted my link on our page. So let me quickly do that. There's a link.bio/sales. Let me do that. Oh boy, that's nice. So there's this uh, there is this text message box paste. This one, 840. So go to this website and all the link to our channel is there. lnk.bio, bio, lnk.bio. All the link that you need to our channels are there. I'll also post it in my Twitter bio now. Sorry, in my TikTok bio right now. So right now, this is what we are looking at. All right. So it's like a 1 to 1 now. Remember, I was risking 2.5. So it's like a 1 to 1 right now. So if it breaks that structure to the lower side, we will set our trade to break even. But this is the first step in the entire trade. So we would like to see, for us to confirm that this is working, we would like to see it go below this one first. That is going to give us confidence in this trade. So this is what you are like. In this case, you are just doing pre-entry. That's the reason why I did not enter with many positions. I could enter more than 5 positions here. I could enter like 10 positions here, but since it's the first attempt, you just enter to be safe so that your account will be safe. It is when you are in profit and the structure is aligned in your favor, that is when you start opening or stacking up positions. So we'll see how we can get in on more positions soon. So So now I like this reaction that we are having right now because that is what we are going to use as liquidity. Any pullback that this one has, let's say it pulls back to this area before going down. Once there is a break of this structure, once there is a break of this structure, that is what we'll now use as liquidity for our main entry when we are going to be scaling in on this position. So this pullback is necessary because that is what is going to give us sign for a pullback, for a continuation. Also, if the market is now going against us and is going above this level, that is when I will close like two of those positions because it should not go beyond me anymore. So I'll be reducing my risk once my trade is getting violated. You understand? So if it is going above this level right now, I'll secure two of my positions. I'll close them at half or maybe nothing of the initial risk. I'll close them there. But until then, I'm still holding. Sorry, I'm not seeing your comments right now. Doing, I'm just trying to link that our account to the page. Okay. 9697773. 69773.
Insert.
Yeah.
Let me go and
So let's see. I'm trying to copy this link for everyone. So let me copy that. I'm not sure if they are going to let me save that. Okay. Oh, makes sense. Yeah. Uh, I think this is good. So I just pasted a link on my bio. For those of you who are trying to reach out to me, there's a link on my bio. Or if you want to join our channels, if you want to join our Telegram group, so that you can be seeing all these figures, click on that link. The link to the Telegram group is there, I think. Yeah, Telegram is right there. And sometimes you might click on it and it might not work. If it doesn't work for you, just copy the link and paste it in your Telegram. Okay, paste it in your Telegram and then you can go from there. So let's monitor our trade now. I just needed to do that quick. Everyone was asking me for that earlier. Okay, let's see. What messages did I miss? Yo, Keisha, what's up? How you doing? How are you doing? So I'm currently on this trade, and like I said, this pullback is necessary if this trade is going to be a very good one. So now, if after we confirm a change of structure, this is where we will target as liquidity. All right, and if you decide to keep going from here, this is where we are going to. Oh God. So this is where we are going to know that okay, we got the wrong trade and we should readjust or look for something else. All right. So if it is going above that high now, I am leaving the position. I am exiting two positions from there. And if it keeps going down, then that is an opportunity for me to hold on. All right. So right now it's pushing back. If it doesn't break that low and it's pushing back, is an opportunity for us to get some positions out of the market, and this is what I'm talking about. So we're coming back from a profit of $2. All right. So now, if the trade is going above this new formation, all right, that's 1.3 per position. I will close them above that one. If it goes above this one, because I don't know why it should be going above that anymore. So I set that to two of my positions. Since I have four positions open, I set that to two of my positions because I don't want a situation where it has given me like a 1 to 1 and then I still take full losses. No, I wouldn't like that. So since I was risking 2.58 and it has given me like 2.58, I will just close two of those positions if the trade is going above that level. Thank you. So what are you trading? What are you trading? What have you been trading? What are you trading? Currently just trying to cash some one or two trades on volatility. All day it has been hard because all the trades are just far from pure. But finally I'm able to get one, and that is the V75, sorry, the V100S. So I'm in this trade right now. I'm waiting for it to finally drop or to fully drop, so I will know that the trade is a successful one. So this is a drop I'm talking about. If it does go down, that's a confirmation that yes, we are in a nice trade, and any reaction here could be used as liquidity. So we got in at the right time then. Two more positions in because of that confirmation. Two more position because we are in profit, and I just added two more positions. All right, so layering and going, because now that is telling me that my stop loss is now the new high where I said I was going to secure two of those positions. That is now my new stop loss. If it goes above that level, I'm still risking that same amount that I wanted to risk. So let's see what happens. Currently in the drawdown. Okay, let's see how this is going to go. Still in the drawdown, still pushing. But it's fitting our profile, and you can see that we are not loading too many positions at once. We are doing it gradually. I just added two more positions now, and that is all. I added it because I was in profit, all right, and it's giving me confirmations, and it's telling me that if it goes beyond that level, that I can close the trade anyways. So I have a reason why I added, all right. So that is how you scale in, and that is how you see all those plenty positions that you are seeing on volatility indices. So for those that have been asking, how do you enter? How do you enter? Now you are seeing it real life. All right. And I see you. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? How you doing? Welcome. I've not taken any trade all day. This is the first trade I'm taking, so I'm just risking 2 point something on that account. This is the first trade I'm taking. I've not made any profit today, so I cannot go all out. I have to be careful with it. First trade, they are always tricky. They often want to trick you into doing something, dangerous. So not yet. Taking it slow, slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. Let's look at the 5 minutes, the one that gave us an impression of down. Let's see. Still in an uptrend though, so um, this is just a first time try. Still in an uptrend, so careful. Like I said, if it's going above that line, I am securing some of those positions. I'm closing some of those positions because that's not the intention. So right now I'm closing the positions because it's just showing me that the market is, look right there, it's showing me now that the market is not going in my favor. So I close and I will wait for another opportunity. The moment it goes above that line that I drew there, I'm closing. Saved by the blade. Okay, let's see. Still holding strong. Stop loss. You guys remember I've manually set two of those positions. Manually, I've entered the figures, and the two positions are to go out of this thing here. So we are just risking the same amount that we've been intending to risk. Getting saved again. What are you trading, boss? I'm trading V101X. This is a chart of V101S. Anyway, this is a chart of V101S. Still struggling to decide on whether to respect the sellers or to go with the buyers. Huh? So let's see. Still holding strong at that zone, but still holding strong. I'm in a drawdown because I entered more positions, right? I'm in a drawdown, but I'm still holding. It is yet to violate my rules, so we keep holding. If I see a stronger candle, am I scaling? Because I still have the margin available to me. but that should come with a stronger confirmation. Maybe a bearish 5 minute candle will do, but for now, all the 5 minute candles are looking bullish, so we'll just keep holding to what we have. All right. If I see like a weak 5 minute candle, that would be a good confirmation. This is V100. Check on the Twitter page as well as the Telegram channel. The signal is there. Volatility indices V100 S. Volatility indices 100x. The final confirmation is yet to be given. We are still waiting for a change of character, which is not given yet. So, 5 minutes, I believe, just closed. This is the first official red 5 minutes. So let's see if the second one is going to respect it. It's not still a sign for you to load. Oh, bro, I don't understand that language though. But let me see. Translate. So the home of life at the inter of the world, peace in the city of the angels. What conversation were you guys having? Seems like I missed out on a very serious conversation there. So we're looking good right now. It is flipping back down. So I have a total of 6 positions running. All right, I have a total of 6 positions running. So somehow it seems like one of those SL that I set triggered. All right, so you can see one of those SLs triggered, taking me out for a 0.5. So, but the others are still there, and we're still in this trade. So let's see how it's going to go. An opportunity to enter is still yet to come. All these are still inducement and all that until there is a break of this low. We are not going to rush in. I am yet to storm in. I am still playing with what my account can handle and what I want to risk. I just want to risk half of that account balance on this trade. All right. So I am still playing around there. The moment it gives me a confirmation, that is when I will be scaling in. Volatility indices 75S. Sorry, volatility indices 100S. So right now we are about 1 to 1 because since we increased our sorry, our stop loss or risk to about $4, we're about 1 to 1 on this trade. So there will be a place where we will secure some and wait for a pullback. That will happen when we are reacting to this low. All right. So when we get to this 1 to 3, we secure some and wait for a pullback. But if it keeps going with this level of momentum, we might just keep holding until we see a blue candle or a green candle. Is there anyone with me on this trade? Is there anyone with me on this trade? Let me check the Telegram channel. Let me update the Twitter page. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Good, 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 good. Has a good. So let me update the Twitter page. um,
Because now all this trade will be 9 every account.
let me allow Twitter again.
I think they will play that to show that.
Ah, I don't know if you talk Twitter. Suppose we talk Twitter. All right, so that's updated. It is about that point where you want to secure some if you start giving any signal. But for now, it is not giving any signs of relent. So let's keep holding for now. Remember, the original trade is the 1 to 3, so we are about to take profit now. The original trade is 1 to 3, so we are about to take profit now. Original risk was $2.4, so we are about to take profit for a 1 to 3. So let's see if we can push it for a little while longer, because we see the momentum that is coming at, like we see the momentum that the market is coming with. So we don't have any reasons to chicken out any, like we don't have any reasons to run for now. The market is still going very well in our favor. It might go all the way to a 1 to 5 for us. Who knows? So let's keep holding for now. Yep, extending the TP because of the momentum. All right, look at the 5 minute time frame. But I'm expecting a pullback for other people to join. So when the 5 minute close, a new 5 minute just opened. But look at the volume in this previous 5 minutes. It's so strong. If you want, you can secure some profit right now and wait for that pullback. I believe that this 5 minutes is going to do like a week at some point before going down. All right, I believe it's going to do like a week at some point. So you can secure some and wait. But if you don't have many positions open like me, since I was risking like 2 point something, right? I was risking like 2 point something. What I will do now is I'll close some, like two of them, to give me my risk. So I close like three. Let's close three. Um yeah, let's close three. We're waiting for a pullback now. All right. When that pullback happens, I enter more position. So that's TP1 hit, and that's how you manage some of those positions that you are holding. So it's still going. The momentum is still strong. So keep holding some. So in case this is the first time you are seeing us trade live, I do this every day, or I will be doing this every day. Okay, I'll be doing this every day. So you can set a notification for this Telegram channel, and you can watch us trade live. You see me do the analysis live. You see me enter the trades live. So you know the reason why I'm entering a trade, and it is nothing new, whatever. All right. So let's see if we can hold the other positions to our overall TP. This might be the beginning of a big move. You never can tell. It's possible. It goes down to here and here. So let's keep looking and keep holding some of the positions, right? Remember, I've secured some profit. That's why I'm holding. All right. My account was 8, now it's 11.5. So I've secured some. I'm holding the rest. Okay. So now I've gotten back the risk that I was risking on the account. That's 1 to 1. That one is secured. I can take the next trade without fear, knowing that I just bought myself another chance, and this is the first trade of the day. So imagine that on a bigger account. And you guys know that this whole account started from $1, and I've been able to withdraw like 100 from it so far this week. So it has not given me any opportunity to scale in the brutal scalings that I usually do. So how I get in on those scalings is that once I get a trade and I have already secured my profit, yeah, from $1. I think it's a joke. It's not a joke. It's from $1. That started like a week ago. I think it should be on my Twitter. So it took all those as liquidity, and now it's pulling back, securing one more position because I think it's going to do a bigger pullback now. So see, since he hits my final TP before he's doing that pullback, I closed two more positions. Now I'm waiting for that pullback so that I can enter more position with what I've just made. If it doesn't pull back, no problem. The original target is already hit. It's already met. So that will be your own grid that will ruin your account. It gave you like a 1 to 3, 1 to 4. Gracias, bro. 33 USD. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. I got 33 USD. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. So don't be greedy. Wait for it to pull back. Then it will give us another opportunity to enter again. So guys, please don't forget to like and don't forget to send in those flowers because that's what will make TikTok promote me. My first account with 6K followers was banned. This is a new account and I'm growing it by the day. So please don't forget to like and don't forget to send in the flowers so that the live section can be, you know, can gain some more engagement. You know, you guys, from $1, yes, bro. This is in fact from $1. Those who are in the group will understand when it started. It all started from $1. What? Link to Telegram. You just made 150. Is that what you're saying? From one to okay. So for example, see, um, I was looking for the screenshot of when this account started, but let me show you a history of last week. This is what we did last week. You can see that all the deposit I made last week was $5, right? And you can see that the withdrawal was 100. The $5 was somewhere yesterday, all right, and it still came from all the money that I made on the $1. What I do is I transfer to the main account once I make a lot of money. All right, so you can see this is the withdrawal of yesterday. This is the withdrawal of the before yesterday, and you can see all that trades there. You guys who have been following from the beginning, you know when the account started. Let me see if I can check. Let me see if I can check the screenshots. I think it should be very very far now, but if you go to the Telegram channel, you see that it came from one. Now we have the pullback. We have the pullback that I was expecting. Let's see if it will give us another entry opportunity. Wow, Fatesh, you made more than me. You made way more than me, you see? So where's my gifts now? Which wallet am I sending? Let's go back to the 1 minute time frame. Let's wait for the first sign, the first red candle. So this one has terminated. I am about to scale in for more positions. So there is a first red candle. Link to Telegram channel. Check the link on my profile. I am entering two more positions right now. My bad. Ah, where's my? So I'm looking to enter more positions right now. All right, there's a pullback. I'm waiting to see if it's going to flip so that I enter more positions, but it has not flipped. It is yet to flip. One more. You are just doing everything. Oh, come and send me. Come and send me 50. It's just the chop them up and down. So let's wait. If there is a flip of this candle, I'm entering more positions. A flip of that candle, I'm entering more positions. So no flip yet. That's still a bullish candle. So let's see. That's still a bullish candle. So let's see. So let's see if this one is going to flip. Moto, careful, 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 careful. Just know your risks, yeah. But good one to you, good one to you. Just do send me my own. When there is a flip of that candle, I'm entering more positions, maybe two or three more positions. Yeah, I'm just trading this one conservatively. I just want to see what $1 can do. You guys know when we started, right? I just want to see how far $1 can take us. I mean, that's the lowest anyone can afford, right? So let's see how that is going to be. All right, so I'm entering two more positions. Ooh. So two more positions went in there. Those are the two more positions. There is a flip there, so I entered. I am not rushing in with many because there's still enough gap up here for the market to want to play around with. So this might be an inducement. So I entered two more positions there. The stop loss is all the way up here. All right, and targeting like 1 to 2 on this one since the stop loss is very big. All right, so let's see what is going to happen here now. So the stop loss is still the original stop loss, sorry, the original TP, but now we are looking to break this structure to the downside. So yeah, more positions in. So 5 minutes is still looking bullish. 1 minute is already realigning. Yeah, this is the second 5 minute. I think this one is still going to close bullish, but it's going to terminate somewhere around here. So that position we may have gone in too early. We may have gone into that position too early, but let's see what's going to happen. What is the SL and TP? For this one, just use the structure. Above that structure should be your SL. What are you saying? Should the bust? I don't know what that means. If above 51, if above 51, where is 51? We don't have 51. If below 51, what do you mean? No, 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 it's not good. This is not good, bro. This is not good. This is volatility indices. This is a synthetic pair. 100S. So Oluwa Bukumi, just have your stop loss. Make sure that's the reason why I entered only two positions because I know that this market can pull, can still keep pushing up until this level. So I'm not going to risk it. And remember, it is coming from a very serious low. So let's let's just wait. Let's wait for it. What strategy is this one? What strategy is this one? This for me, this is price action. And forget the fact that we are monitoring our trade like this. Our analysis is not um, this volatile. We are always calm. We just want to manage this trade from inside the zone first. Then we can start talking about other things. Anyways, I trade price action. I trade price action, and if this is the first time that you are seeing our community, this is VFX trade. I trade live every day. I come live to trade every day. And as I'm live, I get to teach. If people ask reasonable questions, I get to teach. And I also do free analysis. So you can always send in your own analysis and then have me look into it as like a second opinion. So, no one person is the best trader. Everybody is a good trader. Every strategy is a good strategy, in my own opinion. It doesn't matter what someone is doing. The only thing that makes a difference is if you don't understand the strategy, then it's going to get you. All right. So you can send in your analysis. Don't be shy. It doesn't matter whether you are wrong or if I'm wrong. We don't even know who is wrong or right until the trade plays out, right? So I can look into it, and that might serve uh, as your second opinion. And if you also are here and you see me taking or doing some analysis, and you like how the analysis leads, if I'm taking a trade, you can also see that as a signal and then enter the trade. You can see me risking my own account live for you. And yes, why are you using little accounts? To encourage you, of course, and to tell you that it is possible. All right, it's not every trader that must be having $100 to trade or $300 to trade. So it is possible. It's not like I am going to stick with this particular type of lot size or anything, but I just want to let you know that it is possible. We have been doing it for days. All right, we don't rush trades. We just stay until we see a reason to enter a trade. And taking a loss, don't yab us. No yab us. We know. We ready to lose them. If you see us dey lose trade, no tell us say we no sabi trade. We know. We no even sabi anything. Leave us alone. We just move on, eh? So we take losses a lot on this channel, but the fact is we are profitable. All right. So if this is the first time that you are joining this TikTok channel, please make sure to follow our Telegram community, VFS Trades. You can search VFS Trades on Telegram. Same thing on YouTube. We are live right now on YouTube and on the blue app. Sorry, purple app. Purple app is Twitch, right? Yeah, we are live on all those platforms. So three platforms: TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. So anyone that is good for you, you can be there. Ask your questions in the comment section, and I'll reply to it. So back to the order of the day, we are in this trade. We are looking for sales. I think this is a more confirmation for anyone who wants to enter in this region where we entered. I entered because I don't think the market will be coming back all the way to that top, but it is too early. That's why I did not enter many positions. But if you were looking to enter more, that would have been your opportunity. All right. And so right now, since it was only two more positions that I entered, you can see those are the two positions there. They are in profit. I have originally made profit of 1 to 3, so I'm not bothered on this trade. I'm just looking to cash more of this now. So let's see what we'll get today. I have arrived for sure. What time do you go live? Often 7:30 a.m. in the morning because we also deal with forex. It's not only synthetic. I also deal with forex, so we want everybody to be part of the family and go live by around 7 a.m. But sometimes you just see me flexing it, and I've not been consistent for a while now. I won't lie. Gold, we do gold too. This is not gold. This is volatility index 100s. Akani, Akani, you say our former account they don't drop am now. TikTok no wan let me rest now at 6K. Oh, yeah, na the new account be this. Na the new account. How come you don't know since? I post am for the Telegram channel now, ba? Jump 10. Okay, I'm coming. Coming. I actually have some other pairs that are coming very close to my entry. Let me not just focus on one and lose everything. This one is still yet to get there. V10, uh, V10 is still far. V10 is still far from any of them. Hold on, I'll check that for you. V90. No, I did not do analysis on V90. So yeah, it's a jump 10. Jump what? All right, no problem. Just follow. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Akane, welcome. Jump 10. All right, let's look at jump 10 index for you. Jump 10. Let's look at it for you. Let me put this one on my trade to see that nothing is going too bad. The trade is still looking nice, so you can be seeing that there. All right. Um, Starting on the 15-minute time frame as usual. 1 minute is stupid. Mm-hmm. All right. So what can we tell here? First of all, I can say that okay, okay. From this move up, this would have been a low that I wouldn't want to see crossed. So protected low. It got tapped and then got violated. Tapped and violated. Okay. That makes this high a reasonable place to look for a sell from. Alright, and as you can see, it came to that area and then did a change of character. because it violated this one. After violating that, finally, we expect that we will see some sort of reaction from this high. And we saw that. We got that, and then we got a break of structure to the low. All right. Saw this, and then we saw a break of structure to the lower low right there. Cool. So now on this one, we expect to see a reaction from here. Oh my lord. I hope you're already in this cell though. And but before we get too excited, we have this. Why is this pair so respectful of zones, man? And for that, you would look to take a sell with respect to this. So that getting violated like that shows you a change of character to the upside. And because of that, this low is expected to be respected. This low or anything below that level is expected to be respected. Hmm. See rhyme now. Rhyme the cry. Okay, having that in mind and seeing all this happen, seeing this liquidity taken in the very premium zone of this market, then we can say that this one should definitely push this market down back to at least this one. Hmm. Connecting one and two. Nice. All right. So that is what we are having. And since it's reacting to this, I expect it to go down. So current trade should be this one. Current trade should be this one. Stop loss should be above this one. Your first target should be this liquidity, the one inside of this. All right. So your first target should be that 1 to 5. If you have this trade, your first target should be this 1 to 5 because this low is a structural low. So anything from here could very much push the market to go the other way around. All right. So if you're looking for sales, your current trade should be on this sell, but your first target should be this. If this one get violated, then your next target, just like we are doing on the V100, then your next target becomes this one. On any of these places, if you see a change of character on any of these zones, since you are in a downtrend temporarily, on any of these zones, if you see a formation like this, where the fuck? If you see a formation like this, boom, boom, you look for a buy. All right. So based on this 15-minute time frame, this is what you are looking for. And now to the entry time frame, you can go down to the 5 minute now and start looking at what the market is doing. Your first TP. If you are trying to do what we just did on that particular pair, on that V100, your first TP will be, if you would like to secure, is below this one. All right, why you want to do that is that after this one, this is what you call a change of character for this pair. So this one is a direct entry position. But if you wanted to enter with a confirmation, this is what you would have waited for: a break of this structure, a pullback into above this level, right? This is all you would have been waiting for, and then a continuation to the downside. This is all you'll be waiting for. So if you are in this trade from the early hour, and let's say you have like some serious position in, at this point it will be at 2.4. You can wait for it to get to 1.3 and then secure like 2R. Secure like 2R and wait for that pullback so that you can scale in more. That's exactly what we just did on the V101X. All right. So you can see that on this one we entered a position here. Right, we entered a position here. One of my positions got taken out here for some reason, I don't know. But then I took the first profit here, and then I waited for it to pull back and then give me a confirmation. And you can see that second position that we just entered right there. So that is how you layer your position. That is how you add it up there. So if you are in 1 to 3, secure like 1 to 2R, and then keep holding the rest. All right. So I hope that aligns with what you are looking for on your own chart. And good luck. I will be looking at this pair also. This looks very good. Let me add it because everything is just respecting zones like crazy. So let's add it to our pair also. If it comes back, please let us know so that we can join you on the trade. Okay. So again, this is how we do it here every day. We analyze pairs together. If you like my analysis, you can take the trade with me. If you don't, you can just stay out of the trade. It's fine. But we trade together. It helps us to keep calm, while you are trading. So this is the V100S. This is the first position. I still have one position there, so I'm leaving that open. Then this is the second position. That one is targeting the lows, and we are using that to continue the trend going downward. Someone is shouting EG Alkani. Guys, nobody dey send me flower. Nah, wait, I go vex you. So this one is V100S. V100S is a synthetic pair. If you don't know what synthetic pairs are, it's probably because you don't have a broker that offers synthetic indices. So if you are looking to be trading synthetic indices, it is available on Sundays. It is available all the time, 24/7, and it's very very good to trade. All right, I make the most money in synthetic indices. If you don't know what synthetic indices is and you want to find out more, just send me a DM. Just send me a DM and I can introduce you to it. You will love it. In a lot of Lagos boys, I've made so much money from synthetic pairs. If I have to compare the two of them, I think I've made more success in synthetic than on Forex. So trust me when I tell you, if you're a technical analyst, you want to familiarize yourself with synthetic. It might even help you understand how to analyze better because that's what actually brought me back to trading Forex. I gave up at some point until I met synthetic. So yeah, a story for you to learn from. So EG is what someone is asking of. Let's see. Euro GBP. This trade missed us. So this trade missed us. It missed us. It missed us. We're waiting to take itself from this up here. It never came. That's BTC. ATC. And this one is crazy. You can see. They're respecting this little tiny zone. Okay. But for a 3 minute time frame, nah, I'll let that pass. 5 minutes, let's see. Does it look good on 5 minutes? All right, just send me any messages that you like. Just send me in the DM. It's my buy from here though. But let's forget about it. Let's go to EG. EURGAPY. GBP. Come on, myself, eh? Now the trade, which kind cross pair be this one again? Euro GBP. I'm not sure if I've ever tried it. But let's do this. Oh boy. From the beginning, I'm already seeing red flag. I hate this thing. But it's fun, no? Maybe we might start using it. And I've done analysis before. What EA is this one? Maybe it's recently. It's recently now because it's 5 minute time frame. Uh, okay, I probably did this for someone on the live section. I probably did that for someone on the live section because I know I don't trade some of these pairs. All right. But let's see what has the market done. Let's go back to the 15 minute time frame and let's even zoom out to see what the analysis was and let's see if I made any sensible predictions here. Okay, so from here we can see that we got one. So we got one, probably this one. Someone would have gotten this trade. We got one here for a 1 to 1 or 1 to something, but it's fine. So I push into this a buy. All right, that is done, and we're expecting a break below this level. A break below this level. So this trade will have still been, of course, this trade will have still be very very active if you traded it, but it's all good. So now you have a break of structure to the upside, and let's see if it has gone external. It is yet to go external, so and it has yet to come to the final zone. So we can call this one like a deep pullback. All right, we can call this one like a deep pullback, but definitely this high should have a reaction. This place that we're waiting for the market, it should have a reaction. Now it is having that clear reaction at that point. All right, so let's go down to the 5 minutes to see what the market is doing. So this is the first clear of liquidity. Now you want to see, after clearing this liquidity, you want to see a structural move to go below this one. I want to see it go below this level now. Since it cleared this liquidity before breaking structure to the upside, now that it has cleared liquidity on the upside, we want to see a break below this one and then a pullback. That is when you should be looking for a sell. And let's go down to the other side to see how we can adjust our, if there's anything that we're leaving behind here. Load up, load up. Hmm. So looking at this base, we can see that final reaction was this one. So we can use this one now as order block. So see how precise it came. So we now see and we know what the market has achieved. Let's now go down to, how is our trade doing, by the way? Hold on. Doing not bad. Or still holding up. So let's now go to current time. So based on this new adjustment, you can see that the market have finally tapped into the order block and now it is moving to break structure. So your first entry on this trade for a sell would have been this one. All right. The first entry would have been this one if you were using limit order. If you are supposed to be using limit order, your first entry would have been that one. Target 1 to 3 as usual. That would be some liquidity inside here. So from here to here would have been your first entry. Right. So now what you want to do is to wait for a break of this low to confirm that you got the trade well and it is forming a new structure to the downside because that's the structure you want to cash and continue with, just like we were doing with V75 the other time before I went to bed and I let it sleep. So now that you have caught it from the origin, you will always leave 1 or 2 trades hanging behind, and then you'll be playing with the new structure that is being formed. So if it goes below this one now, if it breaks this structure now, you know that at some point it's going to pull back to some liquidity or other block around here. So you use that. So now that it's making that formation down there, now that it's making that formation, I can put my next entry around this level. Once it breaks, I wait for it to pull back and enter. So that would be the second trade will be like this: a break, a pullback, an entry, stop loss above the first one, just like we did on the V100, and then a continuation of this trade. All right. So that's what I will be doing. That is how I would trade this pair. That's how I would trade this pair. Okay, so now we are back to our entry again. Let's see what it has done on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see if it is right for us to secure some. Did it break the structure? It did not break the structure. If it would have broken the structure before pulling back like this, I would have been happy to hold. But since it didn't break the structure, I'll close some of those new positions that I opened. All right, so I'll close some of that for break even. I close one of that position and let me see what it's doing. I would have loved to hold it if it went below this one. The fact that it's not going below this one, meaning this one is stronger and might push the market to go above me. And I don't want to risk too much yet because the market still have a long way to go. It can come as much as this one here before going down. So I'll be waiting to see what the market does. So that trade is closed at break even now. So this one is closed at break even. Now I'm waiting to see what the market is doing because if you wanted to go, it shouldn't be coming from this low. This low can be respected. If you wanted to keep going, it will not be coming from this low. So the fact that it is coming from this low is telling me that the market has something else to go and do. Now this volatility indices, synthetic pair. This synthetic pair, we just caught like a 1 to 3 on this pair. We have taken profit already. We are just looking to scale in. We scaled in, but the market is acting like it wants to keep going up. So we are just going to stay out for now and see what it does. What I expect it to do now is a pullback, break, and then because originally if you were looking to enter a sell, you would want to enter at order block or whatever you want to call it. Liquidity, blah blah blah. It didn't get to the final liquidity, so I guess that is what is coming for. Alright. So let's see if it will push to that level, I will regain or re-enter those positions that I have closed. Let's see what it will do. Sir, please check V100. V100. V100 index. Finally, it is tapping our zone. Yep, it is tapping our zone there. So where are the liquidities that it will be targeting? So where are the passengers sitting? Where are all of them sitting? Obviously, the first one is the last one. The last one is sitting right there. That's the final place that I will expect the market should definitely react from. Just to be safe, since this one was able to move ahead of all these guys, since it was able to move ahead of all these guys before breaking structure to the downside, that's the reason why our POI or point of interest started from this level. So after point of interest, you want to see a structural change of character. So the leg that taps into your zone should have a change of character, right? And then this one shows a change of character, but that's an internal change of character. So what you want to see is a break of this low. All right. This is what you want to see, a break of this low to make a confirmation that the market is about to go down. It's either that or you wait for the market to come to your final level of liquidity and then you engage. All right. So if it doesn't give me a change of character to give me a sign that it wants to go down, then if I would like to risk, I'll be risking from somewhere around here. That this is when I will make a direct entry. Like I will just enter with hopes that the market will read, reverse back from there. So I'll be waiting for the market to get to this final liquidity. That is when I will enter. Can V can V100S leave us? Can V100S leave us? No, it cannot leave us. Me, I have already broken this one to break even. That's what I said now. Did you set this one to break even? I'm waiting for it to get here now. If I see any red candle in this zone, I am still selling. I am still scaling in. At that point, I will even enter more position. So I'm still waiting for it to give me. You see, this is what I feared. I feared that it's going to pull back like this. So any red candle that I see here now, I am entering. And remember, my first position is already at break even. Sorry, break even. Nope, above this level. So I am not scared of losing anything. So it's almost at entry now, and that's the reason why you should always secure profit at 1 to 3 so that you will not regret holding all the position and waiting for it to get back. So now I'm waiting for a sign, a red candle, whatever. Any red candle now, I am entering. But there's no red candle yet. Let's wait for the red candle. Hold on. I am seeing your comment about jump 100, but you can't do all things at the same time. So I'm monitoring this trade. So let me finish with it yet. Let me see if I can still enter more position. Red candle. Let's see. Is that going to close bearish? Looks like it's planning to close bearish. So I am preparing to enter positions. I am preparing to enter positions. If that candle closes bearish, I am going in with like 3 positions. It's closing bearish, so I'm going in 3 positions. I just entered 3 more positions right there. Closes bearish, I entered 3 more positions. So now I'm back with 5 positions on this particular pair. I entered more position here. Stop loss is above that zone. I am not risking beyond that zone. Right above this zone. Stop loss is above that zone. So I'm looking to take this one now down to this low. Let's see how it goes. This time frame that you're looking at right now is 1 minute on volatility indices. 1 minute time frame. The analysis was done on the 15-minute time frame. We just narrowed it down to 1 minute. That's what we are doing. So now we already took profit on this pair. So don't risk like us. We already saved some 1 to 3 on this pair. So if you were not here from the beginning, this is the second attempt of taking the trade downward. All right. So let's see how this one is going to go. This one is the 1 minute time frame. This is the entry time frame slash. We enter based on 5 minutes and 1 minute. All right. So these are our entry time frames. So first position was based on that first 5 minute candle, and now you are seeing the second 5 minute candle looking red. So we are expecting some more push down. Waiting for more confirmation so that I can load it more. All right, that is showing me that the market is about to start moving very volatile, very fast. So now I am in total of 5 positions, and the account is growing again. So sorry, I know you want me to check jump, but I need to manage one trade at a time. At the moment we are safe on this trade, the moment I can set it to break even, then I will start checking your analysis, okay? Just exercise patience. So right now, this is what we have with all that position. Prepare for a pullback because that's just a 5 minute close. This is a 5 minute candle close. So there should be a pullback. There should be a weak pullback. Like you should create a wick here before you continue going downward. So prepare for that pullback. On that pullback, we might enter more position. All right. So let's see how it is playing out on the 1 minute. So that pullback will look like this. You see like 1, 2, 3 blue candle and then one red candle. Then you can scale in again. So for those asking, how do you enter so many positions on little accounts? Now you have the real life example, or how do you grow the accounts? Because anytime that I post those accounts, you keep asking me that how did you do it? How did you do it? How did you do it? How did you take $1 to so amount? This is me doing it live for you now. So I'm just waiting for that pullback and a continuation. Once that is done, then I can leave this pair and go and do any of your analysis because that will just prove to me that the market is about to go in my favor. So if you ask of any analysis, just be patient. This is 1 minute time frame. There is also another pair that I've been waiting for, so let me quickly check that. V75. I've been waiting for that pair to give me a sign, and I think he just gave me that sign. So I am looking to take a buy. This is where I was expecting the market to get into. All right, this is where I was expecting the market to get into. So let me see 5 minute time frame first. It is yet to get there, and the 5 minute is looking still bearish. So I'll still be waiting for it. I'll still be waiting for it. This is the first sign. This is the first 1 minute break of structure. But since I'm looking for something very big, I wouldn't be, taking the trade based on 1 minute time frame. So let me wait for a better formation on the 5 minute time frame. And going back to our B100S. Oh, this is V151S. V151X is also close. It just took liquidity now and is doing a change of character. Why are all these pairs happening all at the same time? This is the first official big structure that is creating. So I believe this is what it's doing. I believe this is what it's doing. Pullback, continuation, boom, 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 and then drop. So everything is still in order. I will not rush into this sell. It has not gotten into my zone. You're doing same as me. All right, all right, all right. Nice one, nice one. So the trade has pulled back for V100S. Let me see what's happening there. Okay, so there's that pullback that we are expecting. It just did that. So we can monitor it now on the 1 minute to see if there's another opportunity to scale in more. So remember what I said. When you see a red candle nest, you attack. When you see a nest candle, like you see a red candle nest, you can engage in a sell. So let's wait for that red candle. And remember, if it is going in drawdown, our stop loss is still this high. So at the end of the day, we risk 2 point something dollar or so total for my own account at least. So let's see if it's going to respect that. This might be one of those red candles where it just try to go above the previous one before coming down. Anything can happen. Uh, it is closing in 1 minute, so I wouldn't like to see it close as bullish candle. I'd like to see it close with a wick. Even if it's a bullish candle, let it close with a wick. That's what I would like to see here. Guys, please don't forget to like, okay? If you are seeing or getting value from this live section, don't forget to like, and let's keep the live section busy so that other people can find something or find a way to locate the live section. So let's see, the 5 minute is closing and it's closing too bullish for my liking. I don't like how it's closing. So if it is going above the previous one, if the next one is going above the previous one, I might secure some of these new positions. All right, if it's going above that one, I'll secure some of these new positions. So right now it's at entry, and the 1 minute, look, the last 1 minute of that candle looks like this. It is a bearish candle, all right, or a hanging man, and this is a sign. This is, or hammer, or whatever you want to call it. This is a sign that the market might be respecting our wishes. So let's see. We have this trade here now. We are still there. We're still holding, still playing around our entry. This is the point where if you don't know exactly when to break even, you don't know when to break even. Like for example, when it was all the way down here, someone would have set it to break even. This is one of those type of trades where the trade will just pull back, take you out at break even, and then go your way. We don't want that. That's why we want to maintain a reasonable, realistic SL. All right. So it is when it moves away from this level now, that is when we will now start setting our trade to break even, because there should be nothing that should go beyond this zone that it has already tested. Okay. So that is me managing my own trades live, and you are seeing me show you step by step on how I do it. If you like and you are learning something from this, please follow, give a like, and if you have flowers, you can send, because that is what TikTok likes. That is how TikTok promotes other people's life. They like to make money. So if my live section is not making money for them, they just kick me out. It's all about business. So let's see. Still in the trade. And you might be wondering why I shifted this to this level. So this is what I have now. You can see I added two extra position at that point that it is reacting to. Sorry, at this point, two extra position. Now it is looking a little bit long. This is the one that everybody used to query me about. How do you open so many positions on this little account? This is how I do them. This is the one that everybody is asking. How are you able to layer? So that is it. So let's see. The moment it breaks below this low, we have our trade at break even. The moment it goes a little bit below this low, we have our trade at break even, especially if it is reacting from this zone. If it is reacting from this zone, we have our trade to break even. All right. But for now, let's keep holding. Trade is still set at where it is. 5 minute candle looking dominating. This one is looking like it's going to close bearish, which is good in our favor. But if it decides to flip bullish, we are closing the trade. If this candle decides to flip to the other side and become a bullish candle, or if we start closing bullish, we close out of these positions that we just entered. This is not a buy, this is a sell. We don't want to see that 5 minute closing bullish. All right, we don't want to see it closing bullish. We don't want to see it closing. 41 people. Wow. Hope you guys are following though. This is our second account now. TikTok unfortunately took us out on our first account. So this is our second account. This candle is closing in a way that I don't like. Stop loss is still right above that zone, but we are still holding it. I want this candle to close bearish. Good. I think it just closed bearish, right? No, it has not closed. I don't like that. So we are closing all the positions that are at this level because the candle, the way it is closing right now, shows that the 5 minutes is about to go bullish. If it closes like that, I close some of the positions. If it closes like that, I close some of the positions. I don't want to see it close bullish. Still holding.
Okay, we check.
Uh,
Let me see. They will give you that option soon.
yeah. So how did it close? It closed weak. All right. And that is probably because the previous one is a very bullish candle. So let's give it one more chance. Let's see if the next one will dominate. Let's see. It is still not breaking any of our rules, so we are still in the game. We're still not breaking any of our rules. It's still a bearish candle regardless. But I don't like how it closed. I would have loved to see it very, very low. So let's see if the next one is going to go above this level. One thing I know for sure is that I'm not going to be holding the trade to go beyond this one. So let's see where is that engulfing candle to the downside. Comment section. Let's drop. Excuse me, I just need to check on that V75. I've been waiting for that pair for way too long. So V75, it did that. I think still have this place to contend with. So don't be too happy if you are taking the early buy. You still have this zone to contend with. Until this is done, you cannot really tell that the market is about to change character. So we'll just wait for it. And I don't like how it created this. This is like liquidity for take. So you could do something like this, do something like this now, then a break. It's possible. That is very, very possible. So seems like which one is this? Oh, this is V100 index. We are doing V101S. Okay, we're not still looking bad. We are seeing red candles and green candles. I don't like this type of formation when I'm in the trade. I like to enter a trade and see quick movement, but regardless, let's keep holding to see what's going to happen. All right, let's check on the higher time frame and not be stuck on the lower time frame. So the 15-minute candles are also realigning with the sales. All right, the previous 15-minute candle was a decisional candle, like it's not in favor of the sell nor in favor of the buy, but it is reacting at a zone where you expect to sell. So I will just hold on for the sellers to do what they want to do. The buyers have tried to take control, but the sellers are telling them that no, we want to drive the market down. So now we just need to wait and believe our strategy and hope that the market goes down. This is the next structure to target, by the way, the downside. That is the next structure to target. Doesn't matter if it takes us out. The thing is, we are not holding beyond this level. And we have already made a little bit of a profit, so that should not be a big deal. So looking at jump 10 index, jump 10. This is volatility. Ooh, okay. What? So you guys remember V100, all right, that we talked about? That one too is going down now, and I think it is just reacting from that trade. So there are these two trades that we could either wait for it to get here or we'll look for a change of character around here. So now that it's giving a change of character, we might look to take a sell depending on which one happens first. All right. Let me look at my trade. My trade is still playing at entry. This is the type of movement that I like to see when I enter a trade, not this playing around and playing around and playing around. I hate it. I hate when the market is playing around. Hey, what's up? What's going on? What are you trading? What are you trading? This trade, I don't like how it's playing around. I like to see a quick move from my zone, but it did that to us at the first time. So let's see if that's the same thing that it's about to do. I still trust in this very aggressive move from this area, and I believe that if it decides to go down from here again, it's going to be another aggressive move. So let's see what the market is going to give us. Hey, what's up? It's a sell now. We are looking at sales. We are in a sale already. This is a projection for sales. Say jump 10 index. Just talked about that pair. Okay, so that pullback is happening now. Right. Okay. But this pullback is happening when there is no break of structure. It is happening only based on this little internal character, right? So let's check what we have on the 15-minute time frame. You want to see that the aggression is going to the downside before you start looking for sales. You can notice that the aggression is still going to the upside. You can see that this candle is one candle, this is like five candles. So the aggression is still to the upside. You want to see that that sentiment changes. All right, you want to see that this sentiment changes. So you want to see something like this. First of all, you want to see a consolidative movement to the upside. Just the way it was doing consolidation to the downside. You want to start seeing consolidation to the upside first before you can do a re-entry. This one has not given us any change of character. So we cannot enter yet. It might go and take this one out for liquidity. It might go and take out this high for liquidity. All right, might go and take out this high for liquidity. So we cannot trust this movement yet. All right, we cannot trust this movement yet. Now wait until the market starts showing aggression to the downside on the lower time frame. All right, see this type of movement. The moment this type of movement start going upward and this type of movement start going downward, that is when you should start looking for a sell. For now, aggression is to the upside, so you don't want to fight aggression. You want to wait for the aggression to be in your favor. This one is just a lucky trade, like I said. You should have secured some profit here because the market can still reverse back. If you remember, this is exactly what I told you, that when the market breaks below this area for a 1 to 2, you should secure some because this low, regardless of where it is standing, you can still go ahead and break structure to the upside. Aggression is still to the upside, so definitely wait for the aggression or the body language to change to the downside, then you can start engaging. All right. C100S. It's still a play around, it's still a play us, it's still a play with us. It's still a play with us. I want to see that we break this low first before I can say that we are finally correct on this trade. I want to see that we can break this low first. It's still playing around. Bitcoin started to sell. What was our analysis on BTC? Was it a sell? What's our analysis on BTC? On BTC, was it sales that we were looking at? On BTC, so yep. So next stop is this one. The next area is this one. We want to see if this low can give way. If this low gives way, then we start looking for this sell. If this low gives way, we start using this one as liquidity and looking for a sell somewhere here. For now, this is just we met the market here and we don't want to take a buy or a sell, so we left it. But this is showing you that the market is in a downtrend on this particular time frame. But remember, until this low gives way, it is still in an uptrend until this low gives way. So, in fact, your next trade that could potentially lose should be here. If I wanted to take any trade now, let's say I must take a trade next, this would be the next trade first. It is when this one gives way that I will now start looking for sales. All right. So it's one trade before the other. A violation of one gives room to the other. If you guys can remember when we were looking for sales here, it was because it broke the structure. So this one becomes the next trade. Now that this one is coming towards this level, it should terminate here. Because if I was taking a trade here, my target would be here. All right. So I'll be waiting for the market to react here, and if it gives me any like internal change of structure, like on the 1 minute or on the 5 minute, then I look for a buy. But for now, nothing to do on that pair. Okay, this one is finally starting to show strength, finally starting to show good strength. This is the first official bearish, bold bearish candle that I'm seeing now. It is engulfing, it left weak, that's a sign of struggle, and now we are going towards the downside, so it's a good thing. And it's closing very soon, so it is closing aggressively. This is the one that is telling you that, I am finally about to do what you want me to do. All right. So now it's at this point that you can start setting your trade to break even, because you don't want to see a trade a candle that should push above this aggressive candle anymore. So now I can set my trades to break even at this level. All right. So if you are on this V75 trade, this is the opportunity to set some of those trades at the top to break even. All right. So let's do that now. I think the 5 minutes must have closed. Yeah, 5 minutes must have closed. That one is very bearish. So what I want to expect now, what I expect now is a push. This one making a wick. Oh my bad, like that. So I expect this next candle to make a wick and then break this one, right? But I don't expect it to go above this previous candle anymore. So I'm going to set my trades there to break even. So everybody do the same thing. Set your trades to break even, and let's see. Let me do that. So let's see. I'm setting these trades to break even. I don't expect to see a push above that level anymore. If it wants to take me for break even, that's fine. So I'm setting mine to break even right now. So one, position, set, paste, break even, done. Two, two, so three, and then four. So I'm making sure all of them are set to break even. I already copied the figure for the first one I modified, so I'm pasting them to all the others now. And then this one should already have that. So yep, now we are holding this. Oh boy, what's going on? Where can they get? Oh man. Come on, man. I did not even know that I was talking to myself and myself alone. Like, man, I was talking to myself alone, bro. I was talking to myself alone for like 5 minutes. The TikTok got taken down. Like, it went down because of inactivity. That's why I keep saying that people should send flowers and send likes. They said the account, it got taken down for inactivity. So please, while we are busy looking at our trades, make sure to like while you are here. Make sure to like, all right, because that's the only way. That's the only way that the system will not take us out. I think some of these traders taking me out now. Yep. So I set those ones to break even. You can see it took me out for break even. So what I'll do now is I'll close all the trades and I'll wait for better confirmation for this pair because I don't like how it is playing around. All right, it gave me an opportunity and then it took it back. It's all good. I'll wait for the market to give me another opportunity. So please don't forget to like. It's because of the likes that and the gifts that are not flowing in this section. That's the reason. So please, if you have some, always give so that TikTok will know that they are making money in the live section. I hope that you guys are enjoying the live trading and everything. Please have all these trades set to break even. Don't be greedy. Don't say that you know more than the market that you must reverse. Don't be greedy. I am already out at break even. Okay, I'm already out at break even. Account is now up to 15.6. Remember, we started with 8, so that's about double or 90%. Okay, so there's still opportunity for more trades like the V75 that we're looking into is still cooking. You guys can see that it's still respecting that zone up there. It's respecting this zone up there. It has done change of character up there. So if it pulls back, I might be looking for a sell. If it pulls back, I might look for a sell with respect to this zone because I feel like it still has to go down. And I'm not done with V 100S. It's just that the trade is not ready for me yet. All right. And it's still going down. The bastard took me out at break even and it's still going down, but it's fine. So if you are still holding the trade, good for you. Yeah, if you are still holding the trade, good for you. But for me, I am out. It's just going down now that it has taken us out. V100S. So yeah, this one took me out at break even. So this trade is gone. This one I close everything because I don't like how it is playing around. You guys know that once we tap into a trade, you shouldn't be playing around with us like that. No, that's not how we do it. So if he wants to play around, let it play. We'll still find another opportunity to join in on it. And V100, that's V10, that's V100 index. So an official change of character after I tapped into the zone. That's crazy. Did you take the trade? Okay, 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 nice. Unavailable. Did you take this trade? The V100 that you were talking about. You can see that you gave a sign there. Mess up. You gave this change of character there, and you probably should be in somewhere around here. But I'll be looking for a sell now since it has officially given a change of character. So I'll be looking for a sell when the market pulls back into this one. All right, when it pulls back into this one, we look for a sell. Okay, so no problem. Let's wait for it to pull back into this one. This is the first official break of structure. We did not pay attention to this internal one, so it's bad. So actually, I'll be looking for that sell somewhere around here. All right, somewhere around this. So yeah, the SL is going to go above the entire zone. If we would have taken a direct entry, we would have been in for like a 1 to 3 now. But I don't like how large that area is and I didn't know. You can see that it did not go above this level, right? It did not go above that this area, and that is one of the reasons why I often use, the liquidity behind what I call firstborn or whatever. That's the reason why I always use that liquidity in front of it. All right, because sometimes you might miss out on a trade. Ideally, this is where I'll be looking to take a trade for a direct entry. But look, that's the reaction. You see that reaction? Because it's last reaction that we're always targeting. But you see that reaction, it has been used as liquidity. So it has been used as liquidity for this one. Alright, so it's used as liquidity for this one, and that is why you have to put this into consideration when you are trading. In fact, if you have the boss, which is something that I'm still developing yet, you can use this as your entire entry and exit. It just makes it a little bit easy. Sorry, it makes it a little bit easy for you to lose, but it gives you more precise entries that can easily give you like a 1 to 3, like more precise. If you look for that last final liquidity, boom, 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 1 to 3, you are already out. All right. So it is possible. But now let's wait for the one that we can get. So since this is the 1 minute time frame, let's go to the 5 minutes. Or were you looking for the buy? Wait. Unavailable. You were looking for buy, right? You were the one that I challenged with this analysis. Correct. I remember you were looking for this buy, and I said that this one is even possible. I remember that was the conversation, right? So if you are looking for a buy, not yet. I think these two places must still be respected, either this or that. And this one is being respected now. So since we did not take the trade, it's so bad. But I think it's still going to go down to this level. All right. So let's not look for a buy yet. Yeah, yeah, I remember now. But you remember what I told you, right? That this area could still be actually this was the main analysis where we said that you take it like this and have that long SL. So that you have that long SL and risk for a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, and that is what is happening right now. Yeah, so the buy, wait for it to get down to this level and make sure you have a change of character first before you enter for the buy. Make sure you have a change of character first before you go for the buy. What is this? BTC. Now you officially have a change of internal structure. Expect a reaction from this level. All right. Expect a reaction from this level. Now you can say, okay, fine. This one has gone back, took care of business, and then it broke structure. This is the final reaction. So you can extend all this to this one now. You wait for a pullback into the zone, and then you can look for a sell. But while you are waiting for that to happen, if there's going to be a reversal to that level, then there should be a buy in the market, right? That buy, the first expectation will be from here. All right. Now, on this level, always wait for change of character. One, two, three movements. All right. So you don't do anything without a change of character. When you see a change of character here, it is valid. This is just to show you where to look for that change of character. But you must see that change of character before you take a trade. All right. Wait for that change of character before you take a trade. You can see there was no change of character, so no trade. That one is invalid for BTC. Now, UJ. Okay, so this is UJ. And from these drawings that I can see here, at this point, you were waiting for that change of character also. And this also signifies that the market might still be very, very bullish. You guys remember when I drew this line and I said, wait for that change of character. Now, on the lower end, this is showing you that there is a change of character to the upside. This is 5 minute time frame, by the way. So it's showing you now that there is a change of character to the upside. This protected high is violated. This trend, this internal trend is giving way. So now you can expect a pullback into anything below this liquidity and look for a buy. Right? You expect a pullback into this liquidity. You guys remember when I said there should be a change of character? Now there is still no change of character, so you are still in a buying market condition. You keep buying until you look for that change of character. So it will be something like this. So now it's coming like that. It should be something like this, and then you look for a sell. But for now, nothing has been given. It might be from this level, you never can tell. So do yourself a favor, just be looking for a buy until that happens. But you cannot like honestly enter a buy from this exposed area, right? So even if I will be looking for a buy, I'll be looking for a buy from areas that are reasonable, like the one below. All right, and use all that as liquidity, wait for the market to come down to this level, and then I'll look for a buy. All right, it's either a buy or a sell from here. So those are the places that I look. Shock on 5 minute time frame or 15 minute time frame. Shock on 5 minute time frame or 15 minute time frame. Oh boy, this is very painful. We did not take that one and it's going very well. Whatever happened to our V100? So this is V10 index. Oof. Why is it always the ones that we did not take that is reacting so well? Huh? Imagine. See now, Abby, can you imagine? Reaction, at least one to three. That would have been nice. But well, let's wait for if there is any proper sign. This 5 minute time frame. Let's see if there is a pullback and then a break, then we engage. But this would have been nice too. Synthetic indices. Synthetic indices. So that trade took us out and it's still going in our favor. So that's sad. This is V10, this V100. Oh, sorry, it's V100S, V15, V10. Right, so V100, this is the one that we are talking about. So this trade took us out for break even and is now pushing downward. That's bad. Sad but bad. It's all good. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you so much. Man, see, me, I've been on this live section for a while now. All my devices are really, really hot. So I'll be stepping off now and then I'll be able to come on live section by 7:30 tomorrow. But continue doing what you have been doing and see you guys tomorrow, please. I'm very, very tired. My neck is hurting. I can't keep talking for much longer. So please, 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 let's connect again tomorrow. Just keep practicing what we have been doing, following the market and trading accordingly. Reduce your losses and try to increase your wins. All right. If possible, if you cannot get wins, at least try to get break evens. All right. It is fine. It is fine. Always fine. So really nothing to do yet. Nothing to do. Gold is cold. It's not doing anything. It has just been stuck within that area since. BTC is BSDJPY is still moving to that level. BTC is what? Okay, BTC is just showing that change of character. You're expecting it from here or here. You can see the projections. These are the predictions, right? You're expecting them from there. So consider this one. I expect that this one will be the first now. So let this one move out of the way. So if it doesn't react from here, you should react from here. These are the three places where I expect to see trades from on Bitcoin, and that's why you see all these projections in the market. All right, that's why you see all this projection in the market. So if this is the first time that you are seeing this channel, please do well to be part of it again. I'll be coming on live tomorrow by 7:30 by God's grace, and then we can go from there. And if you don't have a synthetic broker, I use the Reef, and you can follow the link on my profile to create yourself one account. It is very, very easy. It is one of the sweetest things to trade in the forex market, and it is only requiring your technical analysis. I'm sure some people are still waiting and holding this trade. Congratulations if you are still holding. The trade is still valid. It just took me out at break even there, and it is now going very well. So let's see how it's going to go for those people. The analysis is still given, and the trade is still going very well. Me, I'm not in the trade right now. I'll be getting in when there is a break of this structure and a pullback. I'll still get in this pair. So it's going to be a long drop. Let me give you guys a projection for what we are looking for on this pair, and the reason why it's hurting me a lot for leaving this trade too early after all that wait. All right, so if you look at this pair right now, you can see that this change of character is happening at the very beginning of a new trend. So if this is going to be a new trend, the new trend might be targeting all the way down here. All right, the new trend might be targeting all the way down there. All right, so this is like a 1 to 18 RR. So if you are still in this trade or if you are still following this trade, just know that me also I'll be following the pair. The moment there is a break of this structure now, and there is a pullback, I'm looking for another entry. Like that, I'll be following this pair till I get it down to where I want it to go to. All right. The reason why I left early was because we are trading against the trend, and there is a possibility that the market would, decide to go upwards. And I don't like how it was reacting. So I guess that's just poor judgment on my own side. But if you're still holding, good one for you. For me, I'm out. So see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully my throat will be cleared by now. By then. So Tony, thank you very much for all the gifts and for all the new members. You guys are welcome, and let's see how this keep going. Okay, so bye bye. Before you go, can you check V50? Almost see, I swear to God, I'm exhausted. I swear to God, I am very exhausted. But let's see. Okay, V50, right? Just V50. V50 indices. V50 indices, first thing first. Alright, so looking at what we are having, we can say that the last very big pullback was this one, came into this zone, and ever since that break of this structure, there have not been a reasonable pullback yet. There have not been a reasonable pullback, so I expect a pullback to at least this liquidity point. All right, before I see any reasonable drop. Okay, that said, there was also one break of structure here, and even though you can count that as internal, the market still respected it. Still respected, this zone. Respected this zone. Anything within this zone, it respected it, which is cool. But then it counted all this as a break of structure, and now you can see that it went below this one, taking this one as liquidity. So it cleared liquidity here, cleared liquidity there, and then is now pushing for a change of character. Cleared liquidity is supposed to just come here, react to this zone. So it's supposed to react to this zone and go down if you wanted to respect this level. All right. If you wanted to respect this level, this is what it should have done. But it's like a contest at this point. It's like a contest. It came below this zone. So if this zone is, even if this zone is going to be respected, I think it is going to be terminated somewhere around this liquidity. So let's have a liquidity point there for it to target. And if you wanted to do a direct entry based on what we have said, the direct entry point will be here. So here is an entry with confirmation. This is where you expect something like this. All right, so this is what you'll be looking for. Now I cannot tell you to take a sell anymore at this point unless you see a proper change of character. So if you see a proper change of this character here, if this market goes below this level, all right, so I believe it's going to react to this level. It's going to do something like this. So when you now see break below this level, you can look to take that as liquidity and then drop to this level. So these are the things that I expect to see from this market. A pushback will show the last reaction, and that last reaction becomes your liquidity for a sell. But before you should look for a sell, wait for that break of structure or change of character before you look for a sell. All right, so these are the places where you should be looking for a buy here, a sell here. Any one of them is valid. I hope that is okay. So I hope that is yep. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, guys. So thank you for having me, and I hope to see you guys again next time. All right. So have a nice day. Oh, sorry, Hassan. Hassan Noah. I was in a trade. Sorry, I was not seeing the comments on the YouTube page. So I hope you heard and you saw some of the trades that I took, but I wasn't seeing the comments on the YouTube. I'll try to find a way to be reading the comments also on YouTube. But